Breaking news, Bryan Kohberger is now set to spend the rest of his life in one of the worst prisons in America. Idaho Maximum Security Institution, also known as IMSI, is where Kohberger is expected to be sentenced to life in prison. Right now, he is being held in the Ada County Jail, but he is expected to be transferred to the Idaho Maximum Security Institution, which is around 10 miles away. This would be following his sentencing on July 23rd. This institution opened in 1989 and hosts the most disruptive male residents and violent criminals. The maximum security, quote, hellhole that faces accusations of feces-smeared cages, brutally violent guards, and rioting inmates, in addition to a, quote, biohazard ventilation system. Last year, 90 inmates went on a hunger strike demanding better treatment and services. They complained of feces-covered recreation cages, long bouts of isolation, serious medical care delays, and a dirty HVAC system. The remote prison is surrounded by double perimeter fences along with razor wire electric detention systems and 24-hour armed patrol. Many of the inmates here were locked away in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. This means little to no human interaction, food in cells, and only showering 3 times a week. They said you do that for 10 to 15 years and you've created a monster out of that person. IMSI was named one of the worst 15 prisons in America, alongside some of the infamous institutions including Louisiana State Penitentiary, also known as the Farm, and San Quentin in California. Since then, it developed a reputation as not just one of the toughest prisons in the state, but one of the harshest in the nation. Some other infamous inmates include Chad Daybell, as well as serial killer Gerald Pizzuto, who is awaiting his execution. He took the life of 4 people in 1985. Another one is Thomas Eugene Creech, who is believed to have taken the life of as many as 43 people between 1974 and 1981. However, he was only convicted of taking the life of 5. As previously mentioned, Bryan Kohberger is set to be sentenced on July 23rd. He is already receiving the maximum for each count, therefore the only thing that could change at the sentencing process would be the lessening of his sentence, which that is most likely not going to happen. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. I'll keep you guys updated. What do you think? Drop in the comments.